I used Ryan's bidet for the first time. Wow, what a shocking feeling that is, but I like it. Tushy bidets, slide into our DMs just the way your water jet slid into my beehole. Hey, have you guys been watching the news? Welcome to the Mythical Kitchen, where no matter how many times you rewatch The Office on your couch, dreams are still food. This isn't like our normal show where we take the wackiest ingredients possible and try and make the coolest stuff we can. We want to give you guys something that you can actually use in a really trying time. A lot of people seek food for comfort. I know the best part of my day in the last couple hasn't been watching Sex and the City on Amazon Prime, though it is a great show. It's just been making very simple dinners for myself. It gives me a sense of control, and I hope you guys can have that as a creative outlet as well. So, you may have noticed a change of setting. We're in producer Ryan's house. Up top to Ryan for sanitizing everything. Right now, basic cooking skills, it's an all-time necessity, and so I'm going to teach you how to take some simple things using simple ingredients, simple techniques. I keep saying simple. Today we are launching a 3-part series, the first of which is how to hack instant ramen, because I hope you guys stocked up on some noodles. If you can, squirrel away to a 7-Eleven, grab some there. If you want to follow along, and I hope you do, we got the time codes right there for all the recipes. Just because you're locked at home doesn't mean you can't have fun in the kitchen, right, Ryan?
Right.
Find yourself a co-quarantine buddy. It makes things more bearable. All right, first step to the recipe, very important. Wash your freaking hands, man. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy day to you. Hey, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy day to you. Hey, they always get you so riled up at the TGI Fridays. They're family friendly and fun, and their new triple dipper appetizer combo is now canceled because you can't go out. All right, scrub down like you're a surgeon about to, what's the term for when a baby gets like flipped upside down? Turned? Like you're about to flip a turned baby from a porpoise's womb. French onion soup ramen. So you have your typical ramen packet. Maybe you've been eating noodles for a while. You're a little bit bored with the same old, same old. You want to spice things up in the kitchen a little bit. I know I sure do. Onions. I watched Holes. I know that these can sustain you for a long time. Shout out to author Louis Sachar. Onions are also very nutrient dense, and the best thing about them is they last for a long time. They're what's called a cellar vegetable. It's a root, so you can keep it in your fridge for like a month. Tuck your fingers because you do not want to go to the hospital right now. Do 2 onions per pack of ramen. This is a great way to just smash a ton of nutrients into there instead of just salt. If there were ever a time to slow down your show-offy chopping skills, it would be now. So we're gonna take about 2 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna get that melted, and then we're actually going to add our ramen seasoning packet to the onions because that's gonna create a kind of stock. If you, like me, did not pick up chicken stock at the store, ramen seasoning packets, baby, they're here to save us. All right, butter's getting hot. I'm gonna take all these onions. Hey, Ryan, I'm probably gonna drop a bunch of onions on your floor, dude, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maruchan chicken flavor ramen. This stuff is gonna be an absolute lifesaver. Super calorie dense, got a lot of salt in there. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the chicken flavor packet and we're just gonna add that right to the onions. So this is gonna act as our seasoning for the whole thing. It is going to help the onions release some of that moisture, get them caramelizing, and we're just gonna stir that up. Yo, Ryan, you and I have the same silicone spatula.
Cool.
It's cool. And you're just gonna get that working, and then these are gonna need to caramelize for about 20-25 minutes. This is gonna take the exact amount of time that it takes to rewatch the basketball episode of The Office. Freaking Stanley, man, he couldn't hoop. All right, so as you see, the onions have caramelized. There's some nice darkness on them, and now we see all this flavor developing in the bottom of the pot. That flavor is good. You want that flavor. Typically, you would add like a shot of brandy or something. I'm gonna raid Ryan's liquor cabinet. Ryan, give me a sec. So liquor might be important in your life to stock up on. If you want to, use a shot on this, it's gonna add some nice complexity. I'm doing it because it's Ryan's and not mine. I want some of that liquor to take up some of the stuff from the bottom of the pan. And like, wow, what a great combination during quarantine, ramen and liquor. It's like your college days when you, like me, may have peaked. Crank it on high. Ain't got time, you gotta get back to staring out a window longingly. It's also a great time to get your at-home workout game on. You can curl some gallons of milk. If you don't have milk, you can fill it up with water. If you don't have water, you can just, I guess it's probably time to panic, I'm not gonna lie. Like right now, we're calm, everyone's calm, we're having a good time, we're cooking, but Once the water goes, then what are you gonna curl? Alexa, turn on the sink. Thank you, Alexa. It's gonna add some water to that. So typically in French onion soup, you would use beef stock and that's gonna get you all that darkness. But here, we just caramelize the onions so much that, wow, it looks like French onion soup. Remember food? That was crazy. All right, so we're gonna let this go for a couple seconds. Take a tasting spoon. Where's your spoons? Nicole is self-quarantining voluntarily. Hey, Nicole. Oh, ooh. Oh, that's nice. It actually needs a little bit of salt, which is shocking because you'd think that this flavor packet has all the salt you could ever handle, but it always season and taste as you go with cooking. And I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper. In 2 weeks, black pepper will be currency. Ryan, I'm gonna dirty all your spoons because I'm actually gonna practice very safe hygiene in the kitchen and not just taste it and put it back in.
That's fine.
Thanks, man. All right, and now we have to add our ramen noodles. So the ramen is actually gonna cook in this broth and it's gonna absorb all that awesome flavor. So the starch from the ramen noodles is actually gonna help tighten this. All right, so we got just a raft of noodles in there. Eventually it's gonna cook. I'm gonna pop a lid on there.
Behind you.
Ah, got it, Ryan. You're not the boss of me. You're gonna pop a lid on top of your pan. This is my kitchen now. Look at me. I am the captain now. So you're gonna pop the lid off of that. Noodles are getting there, starting to break up a little bit. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. Just a bunch of caramelized onions and ramen. This is gonna be really delicious, especially after we melt some cheese on there. Hope you got some cheese. When I went to the store, all like the name brand cheese was sold out. It's really funny going to the picked over grocery stores because you realize like what people are and aren't buying these days. Really hard to get like beans and pasta, really easy to get frozen chimichangas. All right, so we're gonna take it off the heat, give this one last toss. And then what we're gonna do, take an oven safe bowl. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put the bowl on a sheet pan and then we're gonna take some ramen noodles. Even though it's only one packet of ramen, should make about 2 servings. Ow. We're gonna take some of that broth, pour it right over. This would be delicious as it is, but like, I don't know about you, I always have random bricks of cheese and they can get moldy and stuff. Use them up when you can. Ah, Brian, give me a sec, I'm over here. We normally have like more than one camera and stuff, but now we got two. We got two. You get the cheese all over the top, and then we're gonna broil this and see if this bowl is oven safe. Just broil that for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then the cheese is gonna get nice and toasty. Then you can kind of slurp that ramen. Wait, do I look at that camera?
No.
That one?
I'm just on this one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can look
that
at
that one?
You can look at either one.
That was great. So we just look at either camera when I'm saying stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that soup. We got some awesome, nice browning and crustage on it. Boom, garnished, look at that. All right, so this looks awesome. The cheese is super broiled on top. It is honestly shocking, even to me, how much it looks like French onion soup. Let it fog up your glasses a little bit. Even though it was mostly seasoned with a ramen chicken packet, all the caramelized onions, it makes it read as French onion soup. Like it tastes like you're eating a bowl of French onion soup at your favorite Quentin Francantino. Watch all his movies during this. It tastes like you're just eating a bowl of bistro French onion soup. This is really awesome. It's so simple. Also, this is the point in the episode where I would normally go spork someone with a spork camera and talk about how the best part about cooking is feeding your friends. Sometimes the best part about cooking, it's about feeding yourself and feeding your own soul, because we don't want to share food with anyone and share germs. So this is your bowl. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna enjoy it the entire time like I am.
Could make me one.
Ryan, get your own food. All right, cacio e pepe is a very simple Italian dish. The only ingredients are butter, some sort of Parmesan cheese, black pepper, pasta, and then a little bit of the water. Literally, they were sold out of all pasta, especially strand noodles at the store that I went to. So, boom, ramen cacio e pepe. It is what's happening now, whether you like it or not. Hopefully you like it. Please like it. Please like me. So we have our water boiling right here. What we're gonna do is simply add our raft of ramen noodles to that. And then we actually want to save a little bit of that pasta water after this is cooked to add to our pan. Hey, speaking of that pan, get a lot of butter going in there. So what's gonna happen, the butter's gonna melt, and then you're gonna use some of the pasta water that has the starch in it to emulsify into the butter. Then the cheese is gonna melt into that, and it's gonna create a super creamy, delicious sauce that's gonna like set with that little punch of black pepper. Also, this stuff lasts freaking forever, so that's awesome. You should always have this in your fridge, even if it's like the green bottled craft stuff. Now is not the time to be picky or elitist about your parm. But I went to Whole Foods for this. Ramen noodles are cooking in there. These go super quick, about 2 minutes. You can actually see the water getting kind of milky, which is great because it is that starch, that flour runoff that we're gonna add to our butter. That's gonna help emulsify it into a sauce. So we got our butter melting in there. The ramen is almost finished cooking. And so what we're gonna do is add a splash of our pasta water to the butter. Spill most of it on the stove. It's not your stove, you don't have to clean it. And then you can see the starch actually working with the butter to create a kind of creamy sauce. And then we're gonna take those ramen noodles, then we're gonna add that directly to the pan. If you see it being a little too dry, you want a little bit of excess sauce, add some more of that water. Now is about the time. Ryan, you want me to switch these so you can see more better?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's do it. So we see that starting to come together. Ramen packet. Why not? Throw some ramen packet in there. These are valuable nutrients, you don't want to waste it. But don't over salt it because you got a lot of cheese coming in. Looks like a bit of a sauce right now, and then the cheese is going to thicken that right up. So you're gonna crack a lot of pepper in there. Pepper is one of the dominant flavors in this. You want a lot of pepper, and then a good handful of that Parmesan cheese. Really let it come together. You want to keep a fair amount of sauce in there, so you don't want to like cook this until it's dry. Oh, look at that lovely yellow color that comes from the ramen packet. All right, so we see everything's thickened up. That almost looks like something like an Alfredo sauce, but it's not. It's a Cacio e Pepe. Now we're gonna take it off the heat. Just gonna let it run around a little bit more. Got that, pasta's nice and saucy. Try and give it a little swirly swirl. I like to plate things fancy for myself, even though I like eat it standing over the garbage can in my kitchen. Give it a little twist like that. One more. It's hard to do it with ramen noodles. Perfect. There's your ramen cacio e pepe. All you want to do, additional sprinkle of parm, and then some more black pepper. Boom! That is ramen cacio e pepe. All of that Parmesan and butter. This is just like an absolute calorie comfort bomb for you. This is gonna be stupid, stupid delicious. I'm gonna grab a fork and eat it. All right, this looks awesome. Super, super cheesy, super creamy. Sauce is still running a little bit on the plate. There it is. Give it a nice toss, and then you just do the most violent slurp you've ever done. I wasn't even planning on adding the seasoning packet at first, and I was like, screw it, we're here, do it. And I mean, it just like brings in all those delicious flavor chemicals right into there, so it tastes like the best bowl of instant ramen you ever had with this little Italian classic twist to it. The black pepper, super bright, comes through. Wow. Hot dang, that's good. All right, we got one more ramen recipe to show you. It's gonna get a little funky. Let's do it. Let's get down to it. Pop quiz, what's the first item to go off shelves during a quarantine? Wrong, salad dressing. Not really, but anyways, you should know how to make a simple vinaigrette at home. So we're gonna do that right now for our ramen salad. I should probably explain what ramen salad is. Let's make a vinaigrette first, why not? So we're gonna take a little bit of mustard. I'm using like a kind of spicy brown mustard. Why? That's what I had in my fridge, and that's the game we're playing today. And then you're gonna add a little bit of vin. And then typically there might be something like shallots or other flavoring agents in there. You also want to season it with salt and pepper. What are we gonna season it with today? Freaking ramen packet, let's go. It's gonna give you a nice little yellowy vinaigrette. Is there turmeric and ramen seasoning? What's going on? You're gonna whisk the mustard with your vinegar. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly stream in oil and you're gonna keep whisking. There we go. Whisk faster! This is your new home workout because all the gyms are closed. Great, safe way to taste things. You take your whisk and you go right in your hand. That is looking nice and mixed together. I think the ramen seasoning packet actually helped emulsify. So that's a simple French mustard vinaigrette. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make a ramen salad. I think this is like a total Midwestern invention, but it's really delicious. You're gonna take the crispy ramen noodles and you're simply going to dice them. Yeah, you wanna leave some chunks in there as I obliterate the entire ramen brick. What I like to do is I like to start building my vinaigrette in the actual salad bowl, and then I just add all my stuff to it and toss it. And then like, you gotta trust that the ratio of dressing to salad is right, but when in doubt, like, put more dressing on there. The salad is a vehicle for the dressing, in my opinion. All right, so we're gonna add our ramen noodles to that. Now, vegetables. I have no idea what you have. What I have, I got this big old head of purple cabbage because everyone took the green cabbage, no one took the purple cabbage. I feel insane. I feel like the person who's sitting up here is like, purple cabbage! No one took the purple cabbage! I got the purple cabbage, so we're gonna use it. All right, so the cabbage is gonna be your main base, which is great. It's crunchy, it also holds really well in the fridge. Anyone who's eaten day-old KFC coleslaw knows what I'm talking about. That's like one of my biggest pleasures. Some people get off on caviar and foie gras. Nah. Give me some day-old ice-cold KFC coleslaw. And we're gonna pop it right into that bowl. Now, other things you can add to salads that may not be vegetables. Apples. This is great, especially if your apple's a little bit old. Take it, dice it, put it into a salad. Cabbage and apples is like a really great kind of fall combination. I'm gonna slice it into little batons. You got them apple sliced, you're just gonna stack them up like that. Cut them into nice little stringy batons like that. Toss your apples in there. What do we got? Our good old friend Mr. Onion and his 9 other friends, Mr. Onions. So we're just gonna take some thin slices of onion, pop that in there. Gonna give you some crunch to go along with all the other literally only crunchy things in there. I can't stress this enough. Use literally whatever you have. Any frozen vegetable, like right now we're gonna use some frozen peas. All you have to do is let this sit in water and then they just come up. They're super delicious. And also I had a friend in elementary school who used to just eat frozen peas out of the bag, but he was also the kid that we're hanging out in his backyard once and he just peed his pants for no reason. Like he didn't even have to go, he just peed his pants. And so I don't know, take from that story what you will. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and toss this salad. All right, so now we got a nice big party salad to bring to your virtual party potluck. Is that a thing people are doing? I guess it kind of defeats the point of a potluck because you're just eating like a giant tray of whatever you brought. Someone only brought napkins. They're like, I only brought napkins. Idiot. And this is a nice, simple, and easy lunch. Honeycrisp apples. Why would you buy any other kind of apple? They're a perfect apple. You ever eat a Red Delicious in like adulthood? Just to remember what it tasted like when you were a kid?
It's grainy.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back and we have our ramen salad. Who eats salad with a spoon? What am I doing, man? All right. It's actually really good. The ramen noodles almost act like croutons in there. It's like half crouton, half main part of like a macaroni salad. The vinaigrette makes the apples all savory, ties in with the sweetness of the peas and the crunchiness of the cabbage. This is really good. Like if you're sick of just slurping down ramen noodles, might as well do this. It all ends up in the same place. We'll also buy a bidet. I used Ryan's bidet for the first time. Wow, what a shocking feeling that is, but I like it. Hashtag not a sponsor. But maybe. Tushy bidets, slide into our DMs just the way your water jet slid into my beehole. I better make the edit. I quit if that doesn't make the edit. Wow, what a journey it's been. 3 packets of ramen, 3 dishes that hopefully you can at least take inspiration from at home while you're all cooped up. Thank you guys so much for watching, subscribing to Mythical Kitchen. We're gonna have some more videos coming out on how to cook during this quarantine. And hit us up at Mythical Kitchen on Instagram with hashtag dreams become food. Show us any dishes that you make during the quarantine. Hit me up at Instagram and Twitter. It's at Mythical Chef on Twitter, at Mythical Chef Josh on Instagram. Hit up Nicole, Trevor, literally anyone. We can give you some sort of advice or like at least make you laugh in the process, maybe. Thanks again for stopping by and keep a lookout. We got some more quarantine special cooking videos coming out soon. So you guys stay safe.